Okay, so hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a Chelsea transfer news video, and there's a little bit of extra news. So we're not doing the slides, not doing the images, we're just going to have me talking. Hopefully you enjoy that. Comment whether you like me just talking or you'd like to see the images like what I did last time, or you like both. Okay, so the first story is Billy Gilmour. He's been out for almost 6 months after having knee surgery. I think it was just towards the end of the restart, and yeah, he kind of picked up a not very dangerous knee injury, but then you might as well get it scanned. He got scanned and turned out it could potentially be serious, and he's only 18, 19, so he's very young, and he wouldn't want his career to be over already, or have the potential that it is over soon. So he had to get knee surgery and he's been out for almost 6 months. But today he's been on the bench. He started on the bench for the Scotland under-21s game. So he could be back in the Chelsea midfield for the next Chelsea game, which is against Newcastle on the 21st of November. And with the 4-3-3 system that's really working at the moment for Frank Lampard and his team, he'd fit perfectly into it. He could play in that deeper position where N'Golo Kante is playing at the moment, or he could play on the left where Mason Mount is playing, or he could play on the right where Kovacic played the other day, but Kai Havertz is also playing there in other games. So he could be back in contention of starting, which would be great, because towards the end of the restart especially for his, I remember when he played against Liverpool, it was his first senior Chelsea debut, and he got man of the match, and in the next game he got man of the match as well. So yeah, it would be great if he came back and had some extra dynamism, I don't know, into the midfield. You know what I'm trying to say. Right, second, Declan Rice. We all know Chelsea have been trying to sign Declan Rice for a long time. Frank Lampard is he's obviously a very big admirer of the young England international, and it looks like the Declan Rice interest from Chelsea can be renewed or pursued in January. West Ham don't actually want to sell him, as he's probably worth about 40 million, but because he's young and because he's English, they've priced him at about 80 million. I don't think Chelsea are going to spend this much money on Declan Rice. He's a very good player. I've seen him play a couple of times, and yeah, he's key to West Ham's midfield. If he wasn't there, then they'd have no one to play long balls. He's so good at passing, and he's also great breaking up the play. And for Chelsea, he could play centre-back, or he could play CDM, where Kante's playing, or like a number 6 role. And interestingly, Antonio Rudiger, Jorginho and Marcus Alonso could all be sold to fund the transfer, as if Chelsea are going to decide to pay the full 80 million, which West Ham are asking for, we're going to need the money from somewhere. And Jorginho is probably worth about 40 million. We bought him for like 55, 56. We could probably sell him about 40. Alonso probably worth about 20, 25. And Rudiger also probably 20, 25. So that together is minimum 80 million pounds. I don't think 80 million pounds is what we should be paying for Declan Rice. He would be a great player in our team, and he did also used to be in the Chelsea academy, which could be a little bit ironic, almost embarrassing, that we let him go. We released him when he was 14. He went to the West Ham academy, and he's now one of the best young players that don't play for Chelsea in England. Okay, so the next story, quite interesting yet again. Jerome Boateng, the German international, the Bayern Munich centre-back, is out of contract at the end of the season, and for some reason, I guess he's demanding high wages, Bayern Munich don't want to renew his contract. This could mean that Chelsea could sign him, and Chelsea, Arsenal and Spurs are actually all set to battle it out for the 32-year-old. So he's 32, he's getting a bit old now, he's on the wrong side of 30, but it's not like Thiago Silva's 36, he's 4 years older than him, and Thiago Silva's he's been the best centre-back in the league so far this season, and he'd bring even more experience to our defence. And if Thiago Silva retires at the end of this season, which I don't think he will, but the end of next season maybe, or the season after that, he's He's getting a bit old. He'd be 38 by then. I'm sure he'd be retired by then. Boateng is still only 32, so he's got another minimum 2 or 3 years in him. And if we could get him at the end of the season on a free, like we did for Thiago Silva, then Chelsea's defence would just be insane. He's 6'4", he's a monster. He's massive. And we've got a couple of German players in Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Antonio Rudiger. Like I said, we could sell him, but he could be a German, what we call him, super agent, as he brought in Kai Havertz and Timo Werner and he persuaded them to join. But I'd love to see Jerome Boateng at this club. Thiago Silva obviously worked really well on a free, and he's been brilliant so far. And like I said, Boateng is only 32, so he's got another 2-3 years minimum still in him. He could maybe just renew his contract with Bayern Munich, but apparently they don't want to. So Jerome Boateng, good option in my opinion. Okay, so lastly, Christian Pulisic and Kai Havertz should be back for the next Chelsea game against Newcastle on the 21st of November. So Pulisic was ready to play against Burnley after recovering from his hamstring injury they actually picked up in the FA Cup final. We stupidly lost. But as he was warming up for the Burnley game, he kind of felt it twinge, felt it go again a little bit. So he wanted to scan. They didn't risk him for that game. And it turns out he's now recovered from it. And then he suffered a minor ankle injury, and now he's sitting out the USA games. He should be ready and raring to go for the Newcastle game. I love Christian Pulisic. He's so direct with his running. He's so fast, and especially after restart, Liverpool fans should be thanking Christian Pulisic, because without him, they wouldn't have won the league. Well, they probably would have won the league, but Christian Pulisic was the player that actually officially beat Man City, made us beat Man City, and basically won Liverpool the league. Kai Havertz, he actually tested positive for COVID-19 a couple of weeks ago, despite showing no symptoms at all, which is interesting because not many people show no symptoms. But this is not a COVID-19 channel, this is a Chelsea channel. But he's also recovered, and now he's tested negative. He won't be playing for Germany, I don't think. Correct me if I'm mistaken. But we will have another attacking player or another attacking maybe midfielder to come back, and these two young stars, with them combining with Chelsea's other new signings, Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, Christian Pulisic, Kai Havertz here, Mason Mount here, N'Golo Kante here. Oh, it's just devastating. Just the thought of it is just lovely. It's just lovely. And Reece James at right back, Ben Chilwell at left back, Thiago Silva and Kurt Zouma in the middle with Edu, Mendy in goal. Yeah, also, this is not really a story. No. Okay, so that's all for today. A bit of a short video, but nonetheless, a Chelsea news video. That's what you wanted. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. And if there's any videos that you want to see from me, be it Chelsea videos, FIFA 21 videos, just comment and I'll do them. So, yeah, just do that. Make sure you like I said, comment and subscribe. And goodbye.